过来，集合，比赛要开始喽！
手机、平板收起来，先来看我们秀一波。
所有喜欢台湾篮球、支持台北富邦勇士的伙伴们，大家晚安，大家好，好久不见！先来给自己来点掌声鼓励。欢迎大家在隔了1个多月，再一次来到勇士的主场。而在本周呢，我们要跟着我们的好伙伴台湾大哥大一起携手推出 Team Ref， 我们来挺勇士的主题周，要邀请所有的伙伴们进场一起力挺勇士。相信大家从赛前就拿到丰富的进场赠品，而在闯关也有拿到许多的好礼，就是要邀请大家带走所有的伙伴们一起来力挺我们的台北富邦勇士。而在本周看到我身上这件球衣，正是我们这一周推出全新的主题球衣幻彩蓝，特别结合到我们台湾大哥大走一个未来科技时尚的元素结合在一起而设计而出。希望大家在这2天把握一些空档时间，到2楼商品部一起来选购，一起穿上新的球衣，一起来力挺勇士。而在本周，今天我们开场嘉宾邀请到的是可以说是非常厉害，在国内他们的比赛都是非常好的成绩，而在国外他们也逐渐来迈向国际。更特别的是，他们的成员都来自各个领域，包含了设计师、教师或者是不同的族群，一起结合而成。接下来邀请大家拿起我们的折扇，一起用热烈的掌声欢迎 Monster 竞技啦啦队！
It's the one and only Monster.
Back for another round, yeah, coming for that crown. Coming to the game, remember the name, we always the best, that's never gonna change.
Superior in every way, we don't ever stress.
yo, it's District 78.
掌声送给 Monster 竞技啦啦队，谢谢他们用最精彩的演出一起来，我们来听富邦勇士，再次掌声送给 Monster 啦啦队。
现在为各位介绍双方球员登录名单。首先介绍客队桃园璞园领航员球员名单，球衣背号0号周怡翔，背号2号陈玉瑞，背号7号乔楚瑜，背号9号李学林，背号10号林子伟，背号21号No.21博朗，背号25号林正，背号27号张镇雅，背号30号白耀成。为您介绍桃园璞园领航员先发5人 ：No.5 5号密克斯，背号6号关达佑，球衣背号12号李家康 ，No.42 42号沃许本，球衣背号69号卢俊祥。桃园璞园领航员总教练卡米洛斯，助理教练黄启峰、马怡宏、唐伟杰，数据分析师柯焕伟。球迷朋友们，这个赛季只有我们能挑战4连霸。身为团队里的一份子，为了所有支持呐喊的球迷，目标把荣耀留在台北这座城市。勇士将坚持面对挑战，努力突破自己的极限。今年也将再次缔造属于我们的勇士王朝。
在这主场上，有我们的年华飞扬，遗憾的瞬间都铸就了不凡的传奇。比赛背后是世代相传的信念。决胜时刻，我们是队友，是家人。我们将传递荣耀，并肩前行。你们的眼中闪烁着未来的星辰，而我们将在宇宙中永恒。
你以为哦，不吼了。
I can't lose, I won't lose. You may wanna, you can try to save yourself, but you only gon' play yourself. You can try to save yourself, but you only gon' play yourself. You can try to save yourself, but you only gon' save yourself. You can try to save yourself, but you only gon' play yourself. Play yourself, save yourself. I think it's best you run away. I won't let you finish. You came for me, you played yourself. You scream for help. It's a shame that nobody will.
for the win！ 台北富邦勇士的球迷们准备好了吗？让我听见你们的尖叫声！现在介绍第一组队台北富邦勇士球员登录名单。首先欢迎勇士吉祥物比尔。球员进场，背号0号后卫，3线一哥，蓝洋小跑车赖廷二。背号3号得分后卫 ，Number 3 Jet， 海线领袖，台湾喷射机中线。背号4号稳定输出，全能型得分后卫 ，Number 4 Winston Jr. 塞尔登。球衣背号6号后卫，帅气与球技兼具，国民铁夫吴永胜。球衣背号12号小前锋，勇士队精神领袖，永远的人气王野兽林志杰。球衣背号13号大前锋，我梦林梦雪。球衣背号14号小前锋，奇妙老爹本土洋将队长蔡文成。背号15号本土中锋，禁区魔兽 Jimmy 谢宗荣。球衣背号23号大前锋 ，Number 23， 勇士队 Jordan Smart 石博二。And now the starting five， 台北富邦勇士先发5人，球衣背号24号后卫，敢拼敢打破茧而出 ，PJ 简廷照。背号32号勇士队连霸主力中锋小夫塞瑟夫 ，Number 32 Igor Zaitsev。球衣背号8号前锋，勇士队逆流而上的鲑鱼 ，Number 8周鲑鱼。球衣背号5号会飞的中锋 ，Highlight 制造机。Number 5 CJ Chris Johnson 强生，背号10号前锋 Number 10来自法国浪漫射手 Steve 张文平，台北富邦勇士总教练 Head Coach 许晋哲，助理教练吴永仁、江志正、林伟浩、魏伟，体能教练郑维轩，防护师林武章、彭玉明。翻译梁兆轩，领队 Chris 蔡成儒。
好的，在我们介绍完双方球员之后呢，我们要先来到场中，要为各位接下来进行，我们要先来进行的是，在我们1月份 MVP 的颁奖。那我们首先就要有请到，先来为各位在1月份我们 PLG 2023-2024赛季的 POSHA 1月 MVP 的得主，正是我们勇士队12号林志杰，先给杰哥掌声鼓励好吗？在1月的比赛，多次挺身而出，投进关键的3分球，帮助勇士在1月有拿下许多的好成绩。现在我们就要来邀请到我们 POSHA 1月 MVP 野兽12号林志杰来到场中。马上也要来邀请我们的颁奖人，要邀请到我们 POSHA 的产品与服务处长，让我们一起来欢迎 Nicholas Baker， 一起来欢迎我们的处长来到场中。好，我们有请颁奖人，欢迎。好，我们先请双方的选手先暂停练习哦，再麻烦配合一下。来，我们来递上我们奖杯。那这一次要有请我们处长可以颁发奖杯，以及我们要由台湾保时捷所提供的保时捷精品礼盒。好，我们礼盒也一起来。 先看一下中间哦。好，礼盒也一起递上来。好，我们一起拿着颁奖好了，来一起看，再看一下前方。先看前方哦。好，先看中间。好，中间再帮我看一下哦。还有哪里需要捕捉吗？好，谢谢。我们先谢谢我们台湾保时捷我们产品与服务处的处长，谢谢。好，杰哥可以帮我留步，高举奖杯来捕捉一张好吗？单拍一张。来，一样看前方哦。全场是不是再一次掌声送给我们野兽12号林志杰？好，一样再看一下前方哦。好 ，OK， 谢谢杰哥，再一次掌声送给杰哥，也祝福杰哥今天一样可以打出好成绩，谢谢大家。那么接下来就要有请我们所有现场的勇士伙伴，准备拿起你们的折扇，在我们选手暖身的同时，我们要邀请大家跟着我们 Angels 一起来应援复习。相隔1个多月，还是回到主场要来复习一下我们的应援节奏。再一次有请 Angels 来到场中。好了，邀请大家拿起折扇。今天要请大家一起 Team Breath， 一起我们来挺富邦勇士。久违的主场，相信大家可能有点遗忘我们在主场怎么为勇士来加油。别担心，跟着 Angels 一起来复习。拿起折扇，请大家先把它折起来。好，接下来呢，我们就要来到主场。首先最熟悉的莫过于 Let's Go 富邦，拿起折扇拍5下，跟上音乐一起来。Let's Go 富邦 Let's go 勇士 Let's go Let's go 谢谢各位。再来，我们要为台北这座城市一起拿下更多的荣耀，所以呢 ，Go Go 台北，拍6下，跟上节奏。Go Go 台北 Go 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 好，接下来呢，Taipei Fubon Breath 正是我们球队的英文名称，而 TFB 就是我们的缩写。当你在比赛中听到 TFB， 请大声一起喊出我们的气势，并且用力的拍5下，跟上节奏一起拍。TFB。谢谢大家，再来，最熟悉的，听到4个灯，你就会大声的喊出富邦勇士，跟着灯一起来。表现很好，这是进攻跟加油，那双手的防守也很重要，一起成为我们场边勇士最佳的第6人，一起防守对方的每一波进攻。当你听到防守，拿起折扇，用力的拍2下，防守一起来，防守，防守，防守，防守，换你们，防守，谢谢大家，再来很重要。对方有洋将，也是要让他听得懂。我们一起 defense 拍3下，大声来 defense， 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 一起来
defense， defense， defense。
谢谢各位，再来，要提醒两边篮筐后方的朋友，要善用你们的道具哦。在你们的身旁应该都有我们的应援大头板，以及我们勇士的斗水日常的贴图大头板。也要邀请大家在对方罚球的时候高举起来，一起守住对方每一波的罚球。最重要的是，在我们勇士主场呢，只要勇士投进或是3分进球、上篮、灌篮，都邀请大家大声的喊出他的名字。我们按照号码依序的来。首先，当你听到小跑车，
赖平恩，
这边声音不错哦。再来，地上冲的，天空会飞的喷射机，
张，
很好。再来，我们打进篮下2分的是队长14号
蔡，
接下来这一球快速的上篮得分的是 TJ，
简，
接下来。
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, seniors and youth. I sure miss you guys, but we're back with this Pilots Braves game from Taipei Heping Gymnasium. We're in week 19 of 28, game 70 of 120 through the Plus League regular season. We've had a tight battle in the standings all season, now with the Kings joining suit, falling into this area code, but from 3rd through 5th place, the Braves, Lioneers, and Pilots, not in that particular order, have now 11 games against each other left, and all of them will be huge. After this afternoon's results, where the Lioneers went home and defeated the Steelers, they pushed the team from Kaohsiung down even further and leapfrogged the Braves for now for a playoff spot. On the Mandarin broadcast, on the left is Xiaohu, Hu Junqi, and Mark. 田宏奎球迷朋友们，你找到了 Plus 的英文转播喽，要听中文讲评就按到中文的转播连接。Of course， 谢谢你收看，记得我们的 Plus League YouTube 转播都要按赞。I'm Ryan Chen, your Plus League English play-by-play. I've taken a couple of weeks off. Some basketball-related things, some personal things, but good to have the time off. Happy to be back. The break in the schedule for the Braves was on account that they might make the Plus League East or the East Asia Super League finals, and therefore no Plus League game schedules. But for not making it, they'd have a couple of weeks off to regroup, but have lost 3 or 4 games since the Lunar New Year break when they're supposed to be at their best. Though in the last game in Taoyuan, the Braves had a 1-point lead before Zhou Yixiang hit the first ever Plus League game-winning buzzer beater. Let's listen to Travis.
开球嘉宾贺军翔演的吗？哦，4月6号上，你们在看预告片是不是？我跟你说，你们知道用什么看最好看吗？跟你们讲 ，My Video 最好看，这是我们台湾大哥大的影音平台啊，里面可以看球赛、看儿童节目、看综艺、看电影，什么都可以看。但是最重要的是，来我们台湾可以怎么样？你看看，我这边有好多张享有7天豪华免费的月租方案，想要吗？你们看这么久，想要吗？想要的话，来，施舍给你们。记得跟大家分享，来我们球场来体验一下，就可以把我们7天的免费资格带回家。我跟你们说啦，要用什么最好看，就用 My Video 等你来看。
The theme for this weekend is 我们来狂, put on by Taiwan Mobile. Speaking of that Pilots win, that was their 4th straight victory, the longest streak of their season. Recall last season they set the Plus League record with a 10-game winning streak, which took place in the first half of this season. You might remember they lost 9 in a row in the second half. They don't want to repeat that part. That, along with the Braves' recent struggles, have propelled them into 3rd place in the league for the first time since January 27th, when it was just for a day. But the Pilots last week played the Dreamers, and their comeback effort fell a little short in the end. Interviewing center Ling Chen before the game.
觉得能够参加国家队是一个荣幸，然后能够帮助国家打球，然后争取好成绩是非常光荣。然后在国际赛也学到，就是不管面对其他国家或是其他的人，都可以就是不要怕，然后勇于身体接触，然后就是把握每一次机会。Washburn 不会吝啬教我们一些中锋技巧，然后他的勾射都很稳定，在不管是中距离还是篮下，然后希望多跟他学习这些就是中锋的勾射之类的。
Number 25, or Ling Chen, Ken, said it was an honor to be part of the national team. It was a good learning experience, and he definitely had his experience to play, compete, to not have fear against his opponents. Then as for Washburn, as a teacher, trying to learn that right hook. And Washburn's very strong for the Pilots with such a good shooting percentage from close and medium range. Well, we missed out on a graphic, but the Pilots, it is night and day when it comes to their win and loss splits in terms of scoring and defensive scoring. On the other side, the interview was to assistant coach Aaron Woo Yong-ren, asked about what the Braves have been thinking about during their time off. Of course, we all get the Lunar New Year's week off, but then now the Braves with that built-in week off in March.
这段时间就是维持球员有那种打比赛的一个强度嘛。那中间上一个周末我们跟政大约了一场友谊赛，然后等于是互相帮忙调整一下，因为我每一年都有跟政大有约一次友谊赛。 然后等于是有一个传统了，想这个传统也不要把它断掉。然后在一些攻守上面的细节吧，就是不管是在新洋这样的磨合，然后在防守上的一些小细节，我们就是一直在让球员可以在减少犯错的这个空间里面，让他们慢慢的在组合，在战力上面可以再往上走一点。3场落败都在他们的主场嘛，领航员主场的确是一个蛮难克服的一个主场啊，他们的球员在他们自己的主场，跟他们的球迷在支持他们的一个战力，对我们来说都是有点相对比较困难的。那其实，在他们主场3场比赛，除了第1场大败以外，其他2场都有机会可以获胜。那我们自己没有把握住，那就是像许教练讲的，我们的犯错的空间要越来越小，不可以再有太多犯错的一个机会给对方。那这样子我们才有机会可以慢慢往上爬。那其实至于什么对战的组合，其实每一队对我们来说，我们都是我们想要去努力争取的对战组合，因为我们只剩17场球，那每一场其实都很关键。然后可以拿下胜利的话，对我们来说可以顺利挤进4强的这个位置是比较才有可能的。对。
So a long segment for Aaron to say that they've been training up to game speed during their time off playing Zhenzi University or CCU to stay sharp. They're going to be playing in the collegiate semifinals and finals next weekend. Really working on details and reducing their mistakes. They want to increase their effectiveness with various lineups. Not an easy matchup against the Pilots. All 3 losses, though, in Taoyuan. Tong Shouyan, Chen Hongming, and Yang Sixue will be the 3 officials for tonight. And on to the starters for the Pilots. They'll be putting out Jason Washburn, Jackie Lee, Jiao Kang's back in there along with killer Guan Dao, number 16, Wu Junxiang, and Kennedy Meeks. Kind of familiar look for the Braves with Igor Zaisev, Chris Johnson, but Steve-O, Zhang Wenping was introduced last in tonight's player introductions next to Jia Shougui and TJ Jieting Zhao.
现在就是积极备战比赛，然后调整自己最好的状态，希望自己可以用最佳的状态去迎战巴黎奥运。
我们掌声送给我们台湾之光，我们的好手玉婷，谢谢。那我们马上就要请2位来跟我们今天的跳球选手一起来合照一张。
Medalist in the 2023 Asian Games, already set to compete in the upcoming Olympics. So where was I? Aaron sharing that all 3 losses were in Taoyuan. Not easy to play there. Their players and fans are very energized in the building. And with only 17 games left, their threshold for mistake is decreasing. So you've heard the Braves talk a lot about trying to get 10 more wins in that span. That's what they think it'll take to make it to the Plus League playoffs. Of course, the Braves are 3-time champions of the Plus League in the 3 seasons we've had. The Lioneers have also said similar things when it comes to what record they want to be achieving for the second half of the season, but they've got a little bit of a head start.
好，那在我倒数3、1之后，就要请玉婷来向上开出，一起倒数3、2、1，请开球。好的，也再一次掌声送给我们台湾代表的。
The Braves wearing a new jersey for the themed weekend. The Pilots will be wearing their orange and pinstripe set. On the season, the Braves' home arena has been a pretty strong scoring environment, now only falling second to the Kings and Xinzhuang Gymnasium. The Braves' home arena averages 99 points per game, the Kings 102.4. So having a leapfrog for the average scoring here. The next highest goes down to Fengshan, where it drops to 96.2. After a little equipment delay, we are getting started with Washburn tipping it to Jackie and then to Guan Dayo, who's in his 10th start in a row. The Pilots had to deal with a lot of injuries, including to a couple of their guards. Justin on the catch, attacking, floating it, but leaving it short. Pretty decent look, but it wasn't meant to be. Hand off to Steve-O, and a little back pass as he flare screens. Running low on time, TJ dribbling left on the switch. Easy block by Washburn. 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Meeks was also in the area code while Johnson was posted nearby. Let's see what the Braves do out of a set play on the baseline. Back screen for Johnson, doesn't go anywhere, and Steve-O's covered to TJ. He slips through and lays it in. I believe that was the third or if not fourth look on that play, and patience paid off. Justin back to Washburn. Back to Guandayo. But interesting spacing as Guandayo is blocked by Zaisev. Chance to one for the Braves as Josh will at least get the foul. There's Zhou Guoyu's 6.2 points per game, only on 35% field goal shooting. But it's been an improvement for Josh on the season. He actually started the season. Here you see some of his junior members of his high school, or we call him Xueti. So Josh started the season only 5 for 28 from 3, but the second part of the season, 11 for 29, or 38%. Those numbers going in the right direction. A 3-0 start for the Braves. There you see Jackie with that left knee taped up, as Meeks will get a look down low. His mid-range is a plank. Show by Washburn as Josh gets to the floater, and that's a brick. Fiver seen one. Chance to push for the Pilots, but the Braves do a good job. Loose ball, and it will be for the home team. Looks like Steve-O jumped in there and caused that first disruption. There's Coach Irgi Caminos. Second year leading the Pilots program as the Braves slowly bring it up. Steve-O with an open catch and shoot, and bottoms it. A whistle on the play, but maybe another chance to get a look at Steve-O's exploits. In his Plus League career, he signed as a free agent with the Kings in Season 2, averaging 14 minutes played in 25 appearances, never started a game, so plenty of bench rotation minutes as there's an off-ball foul. So far with the Braves, 1 start last season, 1 start this season, and then, oh, would you look at that? His name had a check mark next to it. Another look at the whistle as Johnson, little body bump against Guandayo, so a fresh 14. Not an accurate pass, as now Meeks has got a step, trying to close the gap and scoring. Kennedy Meeks had the last game off against the Dreamers. Now a side pick and roll. Zhou Guoyu will step into one, and the bounce is good. So a 9-2 start. Pass fake to a shot. It looks like TJ took one to the face. We'll have a little stoppage. That is not exactly a smart move by Justin, but not called for a travel and got an assist out of it. Looks like TJ might be all right just after having to shake one off. Took that left elbow to the face.
先给体操掌声加油一下，希望平安无事。
Now Josh working to the right, having that one poked away. A 3-on-2 as Meeks blows the layup. Washburn following up, and Jackie no good. It's still Kennedy Meeks with a reverse. Now there's a man in the middle of everything as a deflected pass goes out of bounds. Looks like Chris Johnson's height and length actually worked against him that time. It'll be Pilots basketball. Justin slipping in the middle, this time floating it in. One of the leading scorers of the Plus League. I looked it up, his total on the season, 340, is only second in the locals to Achi's 360, but in 2 more games played, long rebound and good spacing for the Pilots. Jackie will try, it's a swish, and that's the Pilots jumping up on top. Jiao Kong, second on the Pilots squad in terms of locals with games started, as a good answer by the Braves by Chris Johnson. So Jackie even being out for a number of weeks, still earning that trust from Coach Caminos from last season. Meeks will try a 3. 12-12 the start as we're creeping into the TV timeout area of the quarter. Steve-O reversing his dribble, pressured big time by Justin. 5 seconds on the clock, TJ to Zaitsev. On the second, it's in. Using up every second of that shot clock, and the Braves come away with 2. Washburn getting it on his favorite left block. So it can go to the right hook. Jackie's cutting through, but they cover it up. Wandayo pump fake to the lane, and it's good on the finger roll. A pretty high scoring affair considering the last time these two teams played right here. 106-83 for the Braves, a 23-point spread. The Pilots never finding much rhythm. Steve-O wide open, knocks it down. His second of the game. Averaging only 1.8 points on the season. But a whoopsie-doo and odd offensive foul. It almost looked like Meeks and Johnson got more twisted up in the feet. I call that rather unlucky. Need another look. With that whistle, we are into our first timeout of the ball game, where the Braves have caught a little momentum, shot the 3-ball better. They are up 17-14.
来了，比尔，第一个动作要来，请他们模仿你做什么？秀出二头肌，力挺勇士，跟着我们一起 Team Brave， 我们来挺勇士。谢谢两位。来，第二个动作，好，做鬼脸，两位一起做鬼脸哦，跟着比尔，很好很好。哎，又来了，下一组朋友，哦，捶胸口，谢谢，小朋友也很配合。 好，玉婷，还有我们艾瑞副手，好，打拳，这是我们玉婷的专长。比尔，你不要在关公面前秀，来，今天你生日，祝你生日快乐！谢谢你来，用行动。
Viewers, we like you, so go ahead and like us back on the YouTube stream as the mascot for the Braves, Bill, plays around with the audience members, showing up on the Jumbotron in the arena or on your TV screens, perhaps your cell phones. Get another look at the last play. Definitely looks more or less that Meeks and Johnson got twisted up. Perhaps a little hit to the knee or leg area of Johnson. Hopefully he's all right. He's only able to walk back to his bench. More or less just an awkward play there. Here you see Johnson popping up on screen. He'll stay in as number 0, Taoyuan, will come in along with Ling Zijie or Beast. Pilots also wanted to make a sub 2 for number 0, Zoe Xiang, to check into the game. They swarm Taoyuan, but the pass was available as Stevo from the right side. Another one! That's the key man right there. Now one from left and right. Meeks doubled as Washburn will try to answer. Got it. A little bit of fireworks here in the middle of March. There's a three-point shooting so far in the game. Not too shabby, if I must say so. Beast trying to put the moves on Zoe Xiang, but forced to a pass as Steve will try to fade away. He's on fire. Perfect 4 for 4 as Justin will get the and one. Got to step on Steve-O. Certainly Coach Roger wants a number 10 in to play defense on Justin there. There you see a swipe from the right, swipe from the left. There you see Alec Brown will check in for Meeks. Less than 5 minutes to go in the first as that free throw was almost comically a long bounce. I must compose myself. It's Justin's turn to guard Beast, and there's a whistle. Might have been on a help defender. Beast was presented with the Porsche MVP of the month of January, as the Braves' third import is checked in the game. That will be number 4, Wayne Selden Jr. Again, apologies. I had the wrong name down for his debut down in Kaohsiung. So far, 27 points in the first game, then only 13 against the Pilots, both in start. So his first time coming off the bench there at the top of your screen. Matched up against Baiao Chen or Xiao Bai. In the middle of it all, Beast will get it back to an open shot. No. Baiao Chen dealing with a wrist injury on a hard fall. All the way back in January 14th. Coach Camino said it was quite devastating news. There's a whistle and the ball will get a bounce in. Jokingly speaking, Baiao Chen is Jason Washburn's son in a joking play-acting way on the team. Washburn, of course, a father of 2 boys and recently a baby girl. Actually flew back for the birth of his 3rd child. Be there in support of his wife as Alec Brown will collect the rebound up against Xie Zhongong, number 15, 2-time starter in the recent Chinese Taipei games. Sean pushed from the side and another whistle. That's the Braves' 5th on the quarter. Not be playing defense very cleanly. And that was something in my scouting report before the game too. Getting a look at B sneaking in a push, but the trail referee was all over him. Zoe Xiang making the first. Has won a week MVP with just about those numbers of 6 points. But the key was, of course, the game-winning buzzer beater. And for the Plus League, only 6 teams, so not a huge sample of games per week. That really stood out. Selden on the Iverson cut, working with Zaisev, got it back and scores over Brown, trying to rotate over. Brave back in front. Sean will let it fly. One bouncing out. We're talking about high school. Zoe Xiang out of Taisan High School, a new Taipei powerhouse at the high school level. How about number 0 for the Braves out of Yilan Gaozhong? Ball gets away and it will eventually be a turnover, but Pilots want to push. It's Washburn trying to get the back down as it's Maya Zhang Zhenyang running down the middle. I don't really think that's his range, but made the shot. Sean will get an assist. Zhang Zhenyang tasked with guarding Beast now. To Zhong from the left side, no good. Zhang Zhenyang made all 3 of his threes in the second half against the Dreamers. Trying to help them get forward. Pretty decent pass by Sean. That leaves Ethan open from the left corner. His first shot officially. Oh, we did have the and one, excuse me, as Washburn can't lean into the score. Probably thinking he left that opportunity on the table. Numbers advantage as we have an early whistle. Perhaps it's off ball. The Pilots did have a foul to give. There you see pushing and shoving and a little bit of a jersey grab. So back to that point about the Braves defense, they've not held their opponents to free throws in the teens for consecutive games since the turn of the calendar, December 31st and January 7th, meaning that they put their opponents at the free throw line quite often. On the inbounds play, Selden fouled. You see averaging 20 points in 2 games. New rules in the Plus League this season where you can have 3 imports on the active roster and play 2 on the court at any time. Meeks is back in. Zhang Zhenyang from downtown. Good effort by Brown as Pilots will get another chance. Under 2 minutes to go, they find themselves down by 1. Zoe Xiang trying to put the moves on Selden, who slips, as Meeks will tap it in with 1. Pretty sweet move by Zoe Xiang, but did not get the finish on his own. On a little bit of a switch, kind of a speed mismatch for Lai Tian. They go the other way, an early foul. Let's see how they count this. The shot going in, it seems like after the foul. We'll have to take another look at that one. Not good defense by the Pilots there. I would definitely say Xie Zonglong probably should be a little bit more sturdy with his screens. Perhaps he was knocked in to the knees. The referees will give it a look. Xie Zonglong, as I mentioned, was the starter for Sang Mao Sen's Chinese Taipei squad in the recent Asia Cup qualifiers. Here in this building, they lost to New Zealand. Is getting a look at Ethan going right to the chest for the foul as Beast was making the catch. So there's the contact. Beast doesn't set his left foot down. First official put her hands up, but Deacon figures out. Unfortunately for the Braves, the shot is a beat too late. It'll be 2 free throws on the bonus and the penalty. I don't know if he said that right, saying a Beast taking the free throws.
那个由护卫是15号的谢东荣执行罚球2次。
The free throw shooter is Jimmy Xiezongrong, only averaging 2.6 points per game in rather limited minutes. So Ethan probably needs to get re-familiarized with the Plus League action, as Jimmy goes 1 for 2. The season series, 3 wins for the Pilots, all in Taoyuan. As Brown has got himself a post up, go baseline and slip it through. That little right hook, I didn't even know if he had an angle there. Just a couple of possessions left here in the first quarter. He's dribbling it off his right heel. Thought about it from extra long range. Now on the top of the arc, that one's in and out. Taoyuan, one of the most efficient steal getters in the Plus League. As Brown will try to catch and shoot. No, 2-for-1 opportunity. Probably gone away for the Braves, as Taoyuan will get it to Beast. Offense sometimes is quite stagnant with the legend, number 12 on the floor, but maybe for good reason. Finds an angle and good. There's a whistle afterwards. Chance for the Pilots to set up something full court. Perhaps a delay of game warning. Our TV people are quickly putting up Alec Brown's second foul. Get another look. Alec Brown sure didn't touch Beast in any meaningful way. Xiezongrong, his second trip to the line, getting better and better. Zaisev coming in with Jet, Zhang Zhongxie. The Pilots with only half of the possession, so to speak. Washburn with a screen. Got to catch and shoot. With time expiring, no good, as the Braves with a 31-29 first quarter lead. As we'll head to the break here from Hoping Gymnasium, you're watching the Plus League on YouTube.
双手借给富邦 Angels。 掌声送给富邦 Angels， 为各位带来的是年度主题曲《Fight for It》。
Welcome back to the broadcast. A little surprise awaits when we reach 300,000 YouTube subscribers, just a few hundred away. That's the gray button, or is it red? I don't know. YouTube kind of switches that up on the regular. Anyways, back to the action on the floor. Through the first quarter, the leading scorer of the game is that man, Steve-O Zhang Wenping, a perfect 4 for 4 from the field. I had to look it up. The fellow locals he started with, actually the starting lineup of that game 11 this season with Cedric Bearfield, Zimmerman, Jeff Wuyongse, and Zhen Xiangjun as Beast tied up on the crossover. It's Washburn with a steal and a 2-on-1. Euro step back pass. Something was going on there. How about a Zhang Zheng? Got it from the right corner. And we'll say, Jason Washburn high on the leaderboards in terms of possible import of the year, but that was not exactly his most graceful, but not a turnover and points for the Pilots. Another stop and another chance for the boys in orange. Looking for Washburn. Spinning, right hook, yes. A little easy work on Ihor Zaysev. Washburn had a 30-point game against the Braves back on January 9th, as again they go at Beast and almost look like they tackled the ball out of his possession. How about Zoe Chan for transition, a laser. A very strong run here in the second quarter, forcing the Braves to an early timeout. Pilots with an early air raid here in Heping Gymnasium. And we'll go to break.
CJ 帮我们当 shooter， 这边会2个。挡完以后，勾也是一样，有帮忙想办法 pan touch 进去勾再传，要 pan touch。我们一定要protect rebound。他们现在第一节25 rebound，only our 16， 我们只有16个进攻篮板。来go。
Welcome back to the broadcast. The Braves record and scoring against the Pilots dropped from 7-1 record, 6-0, really good, to last year's 5-3, and this year 1-3. And the Braves scoring, despite taking a step up from last year's stingy Pilots defense, is still their lowest split against all opponents in the Plus League this season. Pilots have certainly been building that program up. So in less than 2 minutes, an 8-0 run. Basically, all of it was the Pilots just blitzing Lin Sijie. Look, there they go again. Now a pass as Jet trying to take it in there, putting it high off the glass. Ethan trying to find that dribble. Now he's going. Meeks will give it a try over Johnson and getting it to splash. Kennedy Meeks, that's an 11-0 run. Beast will try from deep range, and that's off. deep pass coming up. Taoyuan in the middle of three. Will miss the layup, but two Braves, a little friendly fire there for the missed rebound opportunity. I'm sure some people were thinking that Taoyuan might have his first dunk in the Plus League. I don't know if he quite has the legs like he used to. Well, the Pilots, you could say, catch a little break. They're going to start making substitutions to get some of these starters back. Down low to Meeks, but out of bounds, kind of in a blind corner. Johnson probably the one that touched it out of bounds. So they switch sides. It's Justin to inbound, guarded by Zhang Dongxin. Double down screen as Washburn blocked by Johnson. A huge stuff down at the basket as TJ bailed out by that foul as he was losing that possession. Good recovery by Chris Johnson there. The body bump not counted for a foul on account of that clean block first. Great effort play as coming in for the first time today is number 2, Chen Yurei, out of Pingdong High School. They've produced quite a few pro ball players. Johnson off with his three. Washburn, much deeper, will miss the hook shot. Thought there was too much contact. Johnson looking for Zaisev in a good spot, and a foul. Finally winning that battle with Washburn. Just putting Washburn behind and making him a little too hard. As I was saying before, the Pilots rudely went on that run, I say facetiously, to go to commercial. Washburn was a 76% true shooter in that game. Really high mark. That was the second game they played each other in 3 days. The Braves had Michael Singletary's 25 points off the bench in that one. Off of Jet's foot. We've seen a lot of these matchups twice in a row. For the Braves, they last played the Pilots back on March 3rd. Pilots, as I mentioned, played the Dreamers in their last game as Sean, a clutching pass. Washburn taking it in, stopped by Johnson. That one looked a lot cleaner as they say it's off of a Pilot in transition. Looks like the Braves are doing a little bit better to match up against the Pilots inside. There's Byron Mullins checking out the game from a courtside seat. TJ over to Zaisev. Now he's at the high post. Johnson's jump pass as Jet gathers and misses, just grazing the front rim. Justin takes the bump, delivers a pass as Meeks hesitates. Now on to Sean. Shot fake, pass fake, now a three. Loose ball for the Pilots. Not great offense on that one. I guess offensive rhythm, I should say. Washburn did not take them steps cleanly. Seven offensive rebounds to 1 by the Braves. Our stats kept by the TV crew, and this one by formerly known as Momo Television, our good league partners. For Most of television had the broadcast in Xingzhou. Good back screen as Stevo, a little strong. That one sure looked real good. Oh, with a 7-point lead, Sean. Nice drive as Washburn slams it. Giving a little bit of a celebration move with Byron Mullins on that side. Tricky pass as Johnson now on the attack. He's hit hard. Taking a funny slip. Hopefully they clean up the floor there. Gonna look at Washburn's highlight from the early part of this game. If you're interested, I'm interested as well as to what the players are talking about there. It's Chris Johnson at the line. No good with that one. Last year's plus the final MVP, only playing 4 games of the eventual 6-game series. But he was a key player for all of the Braves' victories against the New Taipei Kings. So 1 point off of that trip as Washburn picked up the dribble against Zaitsev, and he hit on the dribble. A little bit of a reset. Meets close by, got Johnson in the air, fading back and off the board and in. There's another whistle. It's going to be a tough inside battle, it seems, with 5 of the 6 imports on the game. Bigs. He's already 11 points. Can't quite make it 12. Zaitsev will try from range. Oh, what an arc. That closes the gap to 7 points for the Braves as Jackie didn't reward Washburn with a touch there. There's an interesting play, but Justin couldn't have the angle. Stevo's length in the way. Seems like frustration's building on that Pilot's foul. I'll look at that one again. It will be their 4th on the quarter as Alec Brown will come in for Washburn. Jimmy will check in again, along with Selden. It seems like a set rotation, at least for this game. Braves are without last year's most improved player, Chen for the game. Battling with a number of elements this season. TJ will get a catch and shoot. That's no good. Ray spinning into trouble, leaving it for Brown. As the Braves recover. Still 8 seconds left as Justin's got Jimmy on him. Spinning to the middle, a tough fadeaway off the backboard and good. I will say, Justin has not looked in the best of form as they step into that stop. Deep pass, Ray blocked with the right hand of Shizono. Here come the Braves on the other way. Selden to Stevo, left corner, no. Team's trying to find some rhythm as Caminos is teed up. understandably, the Pilots not so happy with that lack of a call there. It was close. Goes to show you Chiazono's impressive athleticism when he can show it off. Let's you and I take a look at it. I mean, the interesting thing is Taoyuan hit it off the bottom of the backboard. So in a sense, you could ask yourself if the ball even had a chance to go in the basket. Well, the Braves trying to close the gap. That one free throw will help. Brown, he's got a look. Got it. So Alec Brown building to his point total, trying to shake off a poor shooting game against the Dreamers. He really struggles, no matter if at Zhanghua or at Taichung, at least in a small sample size. Selden trying to put the moves on, but kick out as Chiazono knocks it down. Justin switching sides, a nice spin move, but good help by Selden. Looks like the Pilots kind of running on fumes right now. Another look. He did beat Steve-O with that spin move, but not enough attention given to the other Pilots. Deep inbound and saving themselves for a turnover with time left. Washburn will at least get a foul, crashing dangerously into the Braves' painted area. I think that's Steve-O's third personal. Washburn on the season, I've already mentioned, certainly on people's mind for import of the year. 8 points, 4 rebounds so far in tonight's effort, but overall 20.7 points per game, 13 rebounds per game. If you pull it back, even big pictures, actually the leader of the league in minutes played before today with 785 total minutes. Goes to show how much Coach Caminos trusts him and how important he is. As Justin Knight's reached for the steal, one man to beat, flipping it up for Washburn for the alley. There's some razzle-dazzle by the Pilots. Kind of stuck in the mud there, and I think that's the Braves calling a timeout. Not the way they want to head into the halftime. They still have 4 minutes to turn it around. Actually a great feed. Keeping Zaitsev grounded there with that early toss.
Your guy. 红队的时候，他是打到3哦，所以这边的时候你要给到中线给到5，然后4位在这边。红队这边会就是 Steve-O have to go， 要不然就只有 sure， 请你去做到 sure 的时候 ，sure win。 Yeah, only these 2. So he passed to you, he will double jack. Attack pen, B, you pop. 中线你这边拉开 ，you roll or pop. 2个这边请你拉开，准备可以投。哎，防守要守住 ，no turnover, please. Let's go. Please, no turnover， 不要失误了。
6 So in terms of turnovers on the game, the Pilots have 3 according to our scorekeepers in the building, and the Braves with 8. Paint scoring has been an issue for the Braves as they've seen that number go down to 38.5, only number 4 in the Plus League. That's a steady decline. Perhaps it reflects their reliance on outside shooting. Perhaps it's the other teams in the league stiffening up their paint defense. One thing that might be a factor, the Braves have not gone on the fast break as much as they'd like to. Justin applying some pressure against Steve-O. 6 seconds left as Selden will pull up. That's off as good balance. Tight roping by Ethan there on the rebound. Of course, it's not going to help that the Braves don't have Michael Singletary out with injuries for the rest of the year, perhaps. Washburn faking into a one-legged fadeaway. Whistle as Selden was trying to get some physicality going against Jackie. I think that's the quarter scoring. Is that 23-9 in the second? Recall the Braves had the first quarter lead 31-29. Brendan Smart will check in. Number 4, Wayne Selden drains the first free throw. Quoted my notes from Roxbury, Massachusetts. Can only hit one. There's the free throw shooting as Justin thankfully avoids injury, tripped up there. He'll get a trip to the line. Steve-O trying to stick with that defensive assignment, but now 4 fouls. Looks like Coach Roger will turn to the other wing starter of the game in Josh. The free throws coming up for Wu Jingxiang, who on his part is getting a little bit of buzz for most valuable player in the Plus League. He is averaging 16 points per game, which among local players, so the caveat being taking out Jeremy Lin, who is an overseas Chinese. He leads the Plus League, even ahead of Yang Jingming's 15.7 and Aji's 15.7. Those two former teammates back in the Dreamers, all the way back in the inaugural Plus League season. That pushes the Pilots up to 53 points, so way ahead of last time they played here. Little 3-man game. Selden tripped up a little bit, getting a pass off. Pilots stay matched up as time running down. Sean lost connection. The shot is good. Connecting is Selden. Zeno scoring picked up as Smart, now kind of playing a power forward role. Referee's going to the monitor. I believe we might have a challenge there as brush of the basketball going out of bounds. Looked like Brown had two hands get a little bit of a grasp of it, but of course Smart causing the out of bounds. But of course the key is who touches it last, and it certainly looks like it's Brown. The Braves will win the challenge. So good active defense by Smart. Of course the key is you don't want to foul there. 2.5 minutes to go. Let's see if the Braves can make a little bit of a run. In the second quarter, Pilots have only turned it over one time and are shooting 50%. 9 for 18. Jet probing in the paint. Selden and Zaitsev for the two-man pick and roll. Giving a little space. Josh swallowed up by the defense, and a Braves foul before the Pilots can go on the break. So free throws coming up, but perhaps they save an easy layup. It's all about perspective. Especially after the tough battles they had last year, the 3-game sweep by the Braves, and the way that they're jostling for a playoff position this season. Always a tough battle between these two teams. Jackie way short with the first. Try to make this adjustment. And bounces just so unfriendly out. He's out of Nansan High School. The basketball powerhouses in Taiwan. Josh running into some traffic, and thankfully everybody's okay. He missed the layup in the end. Meeks swings it to Sean. With Smart guarding, they'll rotate it around. Don't have great shooting out on the floor. Still don't have great spacing. Eventually to Meeks, he's got a deep two coming and overshoots it. Maybe a 3 for 2. Selden will try. Got it. A beautiful swish. The Fords got 8 points on the game. It's starting in the second quarter. A good game brewing. Finally some early screening as Smart jumps it. The Pilots really need a change in personnel. This is offensively not a very good group. Trying to finish off this quarter stronger. Roger's going to get beast in, but the Pilots will call a timeout.
Mix. Yeah. Sean and Jackie. Jackie, screen me Westbrook. No problem if you receive foul. Where's the ball? Here. Good. We do this and go. What I want here is Sean, screen Mix and pop. Okay? If you are far, no problem. Let's go to play with these options of pass. Back, Sean, back screen with you when we have this. Okay? Hey, we have 7 seconds, okay? We can do one pass, but after one pass, we have to attack. And run back quick. 1, 2, 3.
Seems like the referee keying into the Pilots, shall we say, acting job. So the Pilots will not elect to make personnel changes. Jet trying to jump the pass as Sean, 3 seconds left, flinging one up and burying it. Well, so much for me. Thumbing my nose on the shooters out there. Good shot by Jet is no good. Coming into the game, the best shooter among the three out on the floor is Jackie's 26%. Sean's 26, 25.3, and Taoyuan is only 23. One last shot of the quarter as Sean pretty much giving it to Josh. Oh, a real good break for the Pilots. Chance to get another look at that one. The referees want to review the out of bounds call, but I want to review the three-pointer made. Taoyuan looked very comfortable in that last second buzzer beater previously for the game winner. There's a catch and a one dribble right, but this time on some fakes.
Westbrook. Mix here together. Okay? Jackie here, Sean here. I want Jackie going like this. To Sean go middle or go here. And, sorry, better if we do Westbrook mix. We do one, we do second, if no, screen. And here, it's catch and shoot. Hey, please, no everybody back. I don't want fight offensive rebound, okay? Okay, let's go, eh?
不要让他去踩这个蛋。没错，把卢格兰 box， 卢格兰 top lock。来 ，Let's go， 走一球 ，West up， please。
So far on the season, I'm looking it up now, teams with a halftime lead have won 74% of the time. And if by 10 or more, that percentage goes up to 90%. So perhaps it's a really important possession. Meeks on the catch, a couple dribbles from the elbow, a good look. It'll bounce out and the Braves will run out of time. Well, there it is. The mark right now sitting at exactly 10 points, heading into the locker rooms. Good to be back, folks. Hope you're enjoying the game we have on hand. It's halftime here from Hoping Gymnasium.
S9F1 平反一台，来柠檬就交给你抽这一位，一位得主。获得全新平反的是我们1342，1342，抽到的朋友带着你的得奖联来到两边篮筐后方集合，再来，柠檬再帮我抽2位，一样是由神送所提供的 Glass Box F1 蓝牙耳机，第一位1281，1281，第二位5501，5501，以上2位可以获得我们的蓝牙耳机，再来，最后再2位比尔来抽好了。哦，柠檬很想抽哦，最后2位给比尔来抽，可以获得由台湾大哥大 My Video 所提供365天1整年，请你豪华月租的电子序号，送你1整年可以来看我们 My Video。6091，6091，6091，0932，0932，0932，以上5位幸运得主，帮我带着你的得奖联来集合，来到两边篮筐后方集合。在游戏结束，我们要来送出好礼给你。好，我们来检查一下，6组都来了吗？来4组，哦，这边还有1组，还有一组，赶快来。好，先给我第1回合的挑战者，我们先来直接邀请他们来说明游戏规则。来，你的队友呢？ 好，刚好穿队服，可以。好，既然是我们选手，跟大家介绍一下哪一间学校。南湖高中的选手们，掌声欢迎！来，哦，你们是代表勇士哦，不可以漏气。来，先帮我戴上头套，一人戴一个头套。好，鲨鱼队对上我们小鸡队，来戴起来，非常可爱。再来，跟你们说一下，一位是乘客就坐上去，脚可以落地，你们可以先安排一下。然后另一位就是司机，来比尔，假设他是乘客，好，就这样子，然后我就是司机。好，这样了解吗？然后往各自的半场过去，司机要搭着乘客，乘坐我们的台湾大哥大勇士号，了解规则吗？待会你就负责拉，他就负责当乘客，然后由乘客来，你先坐。好，由乘客去翻牌，我们有10个台湾大哥大 logo 彩球的牌子，你们要帮我翻出，最快翻出5位我们台湾大体育家族的选手。一共有10片，里面有比尔的算术，你就是一趟出发，一直翻，翻到5个就回来中圈，并且要喊出台湾大哥大 Team Break， 我们来挺这句口号。台湾大哥大 Team Break， 我们来挺，一句都不可以缺哦，了解吗？
Welcome to the halftime portion of the program. I'm Ryan Chen, your Plus League English broadcaster. It's the Pilots here at the home of the Braves on the high school finals weekend in terms of the basketball, not academically. Xiaohu and Mark on the Mandarin call, kind of looking through the notes I took of the first half and the stats from the game. The biggest storyline is we kind of had a little bit of a shooting match, a shootout in the first quarter, combined 60 points, but in the second quarter, the Pilots really did a good job holding the Braves down, only scoring 15 in the quarter. Some of the highlights from the first half, including the pregame trophy presentation for Lin Zijie. Let's start with the Braves. Steve-O was hot early, with left open for some easy catch and shoots opportunities, including from three-point range and a really tricky two-pointer from like the elbow area. He leads the squad. We'll go to leading scorers in the next segment, but that kind of exemplifies the difference between the two quarters. The Braves 5 for 9 in the first, mostly thanks to Steve-O, and then 2 for 11 in the second quarter. One of their bright spots in that second quarter was newcomer import player recently, but not the most new import player, Wayne Selden Jr. with 8 points in the half, 6 points in just 5.5 minutes in the second quarter. Not to be forgotten is Igor Zaisev, a perfect 4 for 4, also grabbing 8 rebounds. A real workhorse for the Braves. Over on the Pilot side, Taoyuan's miracle 3 once again, kind of putting a cherry to the first half of this one. But Meeks and Washburn have been battling out with Johnson and Zaisev down there. The two Pilots bigs with a combined 22 points, but as much as they've been stopped, they've also been getting their share and probably more, really scoring from the paint and also being a problem from mid-range. But in that sense, they can perhaps create opportunities for their locals to score from their mid-range. For example, Justin Lu Jingxiang, number 69, has been chased off the three-point line. You don't want him to get a lot of open looks, despite maybe less than average three-point shooting this season. But once Zhang Ziyang actually made an open cut to the painted area and scored on a runner. There's the combined team statistics where, crucially, the Pilots are out-rebounding the Braves. Of course, converting those defensive stops into possessions. They've also turned the ball over less there on the bottom row. Our cameraman will steady himself or herself. And one thing that's not on the on-screen stat is free throws. Shooting in this game has not been that strong. Braves are 9 for 14. Pilots are only 5 for 11. We'll see if that can improve in the second half as we'll go to a break. Back after this.
来，一样哦，听到 Go 才可以出发，规则都了解哈，准备听音乐。1, 2, ready, go! Go go go！ 加油！哦，很有力哦。一位，这边，哦，这边2位了，3位，太顺了吧？3位，这边呢？这边几位了？1、2、3，3比3，4位，停牌喽，再差1位。有了5位，来喊出口号。英文 ，Team Brave， 来恭喜，辛苦了。好，也给这一组掌声鼓励，完成我们赛事，小心不要甩尾。好，来，我们6组都来到中间，一起来合照。来，6组参赛者都来，先来到中间。好，获胜组站我这边好吗？获胜组，那参加组在这边。大家都看前面哦，都看前面。获胜组的好，接下来有请我们颁奖人，再次邀请到我们勇士音乐团的团长台湾大哥大刘立慧副总 Iris 来到中间，而且要来宣布加码获胜的组别，除了可以获得主题球衣之外，还可以获得我们加码的 Google Pixel Box， 也要谢谢我们的副总来帮我颁发在这边胜利加码的哦，要特别感谢我们台湾大哥大。我们的 Iris 副总，好，这边都是这一边，这边还有2位哦，恭喜你们获得我们主题球衣，还有我们蓝牙耳机，好，谢谢。来，那我们请 Iris 一起来拍照。好，先看这里哦，来麻烦一下，先看中间，来先看这边，好，把礼物秀出来。参加奖也有我们台湾大哥大所提供的 GeForce Now 的钛金方案约定组合 ，OK 吗？好，谢谢，也特别感谢我们的 Iris 副总，谢谢。好，先回到我们座位，接下来要来颁发的是神预测的颁奖，请得奖人一起来。好，同时我们要来邀请到我们的开球嘉宾，再次欢迎我们台湾拳后玉婷来到中间。好，来，我们得奖人一起来哦。好，面向前方。来，恭喜你们！有我们神兽所提供的平板、蓝牙耳机，还有我们MyVideo所提供的365天豪华阅读序号。
In the second segment of Plus League halftime broadcast, we talk about the leading scorers of the game for the 2 respective teams. We have a pretty solid turnout here in the building. One of the bigger notes in the last week was how the Kings had a pretty decent showing in Cebu despite dropping both games. They're looking forward to some better health with Jeremy Lin at least playing a game before the break, and of course, the long-awaited return of Byron Mullins. Back to the Pilots, who have been dealing with their own injury issues. There you see Meeks 11, Washburn 11, Sean 8, Justin 7, and Mayao Tantayat with 5. The Pilots' only player that's not due to come back is Tsinghua University's Andy, who in his second season has hurt his knee pretty seriously, surgery required. On the Brave side, Steve-O's 11 points, Dicef's 9, Selden's 8, Johnson's 5, and Jimmy Shizong's 5 leads that group. But they really need to focus on the defensive end. Allowing 56 points really is not to their game plan. One more break before we return to the second half action, getting started soon. Byron Mullins' braids looking pretty tight. Trying to have a little interaction with a young fan. I believe that bench, that side of the courtside seats in front of the opposite of the pilot side. As mentioned, last year's import of the year, having to deal with a lower leg injury pretty much the last quarter of the season where he was kept out. But now in the new season, the league rules have expanded the role of import players. You can register 5 until the deadline on April 3rd, when the register number goes from 5 down to 4. And you can still have 3 active and 2 on the floor. So scoring in the Plus League has seen imports numbers raised up to 50% just about of the points. And we've seen that same number in the other basketball league here in Taoyuan, who employs the 3 imports on the active roster, 2 on the floor at all times. Change to the starting lineup as Ethan is in there to start, number 30. Kennedy Meeks, though, he'll get things started with a tray from the right side. Johnson will get a catch and shoot from center. That one's halfway down, but out. Stevo in there to guard Justin as Meeks stopped on the baseline and basically trapped to a missed shot and out of bounds. Again, good defense by Johnson, but that one was easy work. So Ethan's in there for number 6, Guan Da-yo, who actually ran into outside the building coming in. He was on his way for some coffee. Coffee is, I will say, the favorite pre-game drink for a lot of the local players here in Taiwan. Braves with the same 5 starters for them. A little driving kick action as Jackie will let it fly, and that's off. Tokoy will line it up, and no good as Stevo taps it just pilot's ground, so to speak. Now it's Meeks to Jackie, back to Meeks, quick spin move, and the double is coming. He goes reverse. Didn't quite have the angle, needed a little bit more reach there. The Braves have Wayne Selden Jr. on their bench as an import, and the Braves have, or the Pilots have Alec Brown as Tokoy scores from up close. Warriors Nanpu High School is in attendance for the game. Washburn from the elbow. Stevo with a dribble 3-point shot. And the Braves have been doing a decent job at getting back. No fast break opportunities for the Pilots as they travel against Washburn. Started his move before possession, before he put down a dribble. And childishly waving off the referees. CJ trying to get a handoff game, but stripped by Meeks. Little 4-on-4. Jackie keeping the dribble alive, down to Washburn, but poked away. Chance to run. TJ blocked by Justin as Zaisev will finish it up with a score. Pilots not to be outdone, push it up ahead. An early screen, slip pass as Washburn fighting, patient with it. Nothing there, and now a foul. That's on Kennedy Meeks in the right spot. Get another look at Justin. I think that's as high as I've ever seen him jump here in the Plus League. I think Washburn on that one has a argument. Zaisev might have clipped him on that follow-through block shot attempt. Well, in any case, Meeks, chance at the line. Points for number 5, make it 15. Meeks was not active in the Pilots' last game against the Dreamers, so perhaps he's nice and fresh for this one. The Dreamers, the number 1 team in the league, won both their games last weekend to extend on their lead on the field of teams, that is. First foul on the quarter by the Pilots on that dribble drive. Jeff Wu in the game for the first time. There's number 6 setting a down screen. Josh's jump pass to Steve-O, jump pass to CJ, short, and Washburn will come down with it. That's Ethan's main role, is to really push the pace. Justin with 2 in his face from way downtown. That's the first made 3 by Justin, as Jackie will steal it. The Braves have had backcourt turnovers issues on the season. Meeks pushed out to the perimeter. Face up and in the face of Chris Johnson. That extends it to, is that 15-point lead? Faster than our website can update. It's the Braves electing to call an early timeout. This game slipping away from them in the third.
热情掌声献给富邦 Angels。
Plus League Pauian pillows are still on the store for just 520 NT. That and more, PLEAGUEofficial.com/shop in your browser, that is. A quick run by the Pilots, kind of getting through that early third quarter malaise, forcing the Braves to a timeout here in the third quarter. It is 65-50. No personnel changes, it seems, for the boys in blue. Zaisev trying to get it down to Johnson, who's deflected by Meeks. Trying to contend that he got hit on that. I think he could be right. The Braves' biggest loss on the season is by 23 points. A few weeks ago against the Dreamers, Ethan, free, getting the pass off. Jackie could check the weather with that one. It's good. From the right corner, Lee Jiakeng has got himself a 3-ball. Now Jeff, he'll take his first shot a little strong as Johnson's long arms gets that board. How about another try? Jeff off to the left this time. And look at this, Justin looking like a big man with a couple of one-handed rebounds. No matter what position it is, as long as you get that rebound, that's all that coach cares about. Reaching foul by Josh as this shooting splits on the quarter. Very lopsided there, you just saw. Funny enough, so far the Pilots are 2 for 7 from 2-point range. A lot of that because of the consecutive putback misses, but on the Brave side, there's a whistle over here. Looks like the crew chief is jumping in. And on the Brave side, 2 for 12 with 2 turnovers. Get another look. I would think that they probably should be addressing Chris Johnson for taking out his frustrations. Of course, you don't really want to take possession away. Washburn with his second personal on the technical. He's certainly been in the jawing at the referees quite a bit.
When there's anything, we can win by 10. We are a good team, eh? We are a good team, eh? Respect, eh? We are a good team.
After the missed technical free throw, Taoyuan will come in, change things up. And after only playing just about a minute in the first half, Brendan Smart is in early for this one. Selden with a catch and shoot from the top. Kind of not been the Braves' night. He misses. Flipping it up there a little bit too much by Ethan. Washburn want to attack his size advantage. Pushed by Smart. Just a common foul on the baseline. So Ethan out, understandably. Trying to work up his conditioning, working up his game feel. Pilots do have plenty of guys in rotation. They've been the team that sometimes fielded the shortest active rosters. Taoyuan from 30 feet. Nothing but net. That makes it a 21-point lead. Selden flipping it to Zaisev, and a Pilot defender a little bit late. It looks like Justin got hit in the funny bone. Laughing that one off, but probably not so happy with the call. There, Taoyuan. Yeah, it looks like a certified 30-footer. And over here, yeah, that one's gonna go to the offense. Brendan Smart a early shot. I don't really know if that's what the offense called for. Quick tap passing by the Pilots. They got Washburn, Meeks, and Sean in a three-man game. Nice footwork by Jason Washburn for the right-handed reverse. And he had something to say, as it seems like it's the second timeout of the half for the Braves. They can't stop the bleeding. Well, they've already subbed out Chris Johnson. It looks like Yer Zaysev now also very frustrated. Let's listen in.
我们都没有进球，可是对方就在这边做一个塞 P， 就下去了，自己帮我们守，这个人他就传进去，谁要帮他？弱边的人是不是要进来准备做 help？ 这个人准备做 help。进攻端上面要让 Z 跟 Win 要有找到进攻的机会，所以带过去。平安如果说半场接应球的时候 ，Sure， 杰哥 Win shooter， 杰哥来的时候你要挡。 Do shoot the corner. Let's go.
So if you need to know, if you don't know already, in the Plus League and FIBA games, teams have 3 full timeouts in the second half. And in the Plus League, there's a 30-second player called timeout under 2 minutes. But the Braves have already used up 2 of their full timeouts. And this quarter is slipping further and further away. Selden getting into the painted area. Z didn't get in the first. The second one goes down. That one pretty much all effort, not much skill involved. Ball getting away as Meeks collects on his back foot. They say an 8-second violation. So a score and a stop. Three-man game. A double screen for Selden. Back to Lightingen, he'll try and airballs it. Smart couldn't even get a paw on it. 0 for 10 3-point shooting. Zhang Zhenyang wearing the black sleeves and long leggings, jumps the pass, but Beast will score with the right hand there. A little bit of a run for the Braves. Another foul by Smart there on the block. Definitely knows he wants to win with strong agility and mobility. You know, look at that forced pass. That was not going anywhere. Maybe a tap on the wrist by that Beast layup. Mayao. They rotate it out. Zoe Sham with an easy catch and shoot. Wow. Feeling real confident now. Zoe Sham pulling up his 3-point percentage as the game is going along. 14 points on 4 of 5 from beyond the arc. A whistle as Z and Beast were trying to put a play together. DJ in for Lightingen. Had a real good stretch of games right out of the Lunar New Year's, but not finding it here. On the switch, it's Taoyuan guarding Selden, faking right, stop baseline, ball touches the bottom of the basket. As TJ will get the lay-in. Adventurous dribble up the court by Taoyuan. Not a lot of creation by the Pilots as Meeks spinning to an opening. Couldn't quite get the bounce as Brown in the neighborhood, but Smart wins the rebounding battle. From the left corner, that's 5 straight for number 24, and it's now the Pilots who are trying to steady their ship. With a 17-point lead, they'll talk it over on their bench.
Jason, go on mix. Hey, look, now they want to press the point guard, please. One big help into a screen, okay? One big help into a screen. Chen, you play.
Get another look at the sequence of plays that has led to the timeout. Jianting Zhao. 5 straight points, and on the game, getting the start with 7.
Now, floppy 2, I want. This. Jason, let's go to fake the screen on Alec, to Alec run, and seal. Okay? Tenya, go to Alec's side. Let's go, eh?
1, 2, 3.
Jianting Zhao's high on the season is 17 points, which he actually did a couple of times. Once against the Steelers back on February 3rd, and once against the Dreamers February 17th. Funny enough, in those 2 games, he only had 1 3-pointer made. I won't say how many you attempted. It's more than 1, I can tell you that. So, out of the drawn up play, Taoyuan is looking for Washburn. Finally gets into a decent position, but Zaitsev doing the work. Little hook pass, now mid-range. Might have been blocked as the Braves get their stop. Smart and Beast in a 2-man game. Beast dribbling into trouble, and now a rugby scrum to a turnover. Now it's Brown's turn. The double comes early. Now a ball screen to a pick and pop. Number 21, bang! Back to a 20-point lead for the Pilots. There's a part of the game I did not really expect. 2 shooters in the ball screen pick and roll. Selden flipping it to the other side with a fancy reverse. Ethan whistled as TJ looked like he was trying to protect himself. He's already taken a hit to the face. Chen will step up to the line. Last year's Rookie of the Year. Perhaps not on the greatest stats, but he's a real spark for the Pilots. So far this year, 14 games played. Averaging 27 minutes, 6 points per game, 2.8 rebounds, and 4.9 assists. That last number does put him among league leaders, and he's actually even increased on his assist to turnover ratio. Last year, 2.27 is really not bad for a rookie guard. For tonight's game, 2.38 this season. Braves rotate around. Beast has got a chance, but that one's in and out. Smart helps him get another possession, but again, it's the Braves who don't look sharp enough out there. Selden with 2 in his face. He gets it. with that 3 bag. Wayne Selden now up to 16 points. Little trap in the corner as the Braves will try to push it up. DJ threw a triple team out to an open beast to Smart. They're hesitating, but Smart lets it fly to a miss. Under a minute to go, a 2-for-1 opportunity for the Pilots, already in the driver's seat. Mayo trying to find an angle. Good catch up by Beast as Brown steps into a 3. Pilots are doing a decent job matching up. Now Beast in the face of Alec Brown. 13 seconds on the clock. Quick ball screen by Washburn as Ethan dribbling to the right. He made one of those huge shots, I think, against the Braves. Selden on the run. Gave it a good effort. But that's it. Through 3 quarters, heading to the 4th and final frame. It's the Pilots on the road with a big lead over the Braves.
请这位朋友看一下弹幕，跟着杰哥，将你右手握拳放在胸前，一起我们来挺，跟着杰哥做出一样的动作，右手，用右手放在胸前，跟杰哥做一样动作就好了。对对对，很好很好，我们来挺勇士 ，Hello， 来，我们要请被拍到的朋友不要害羞 ，Say hi， 来喽。来，我们请这位妈妈带着小朋友，右手放在胸前，一起来挺勇士。今天，你来看杰哥，很好，跟着杰哥做出一样的动作，生日快乐哦！来了2位，右手，用右手，很好，很好。来了2位，换你们喽，很好，标准。完美示范，我们沙发席的朋友 ，Hello， 明天的对手，今天的朋友，又一个寿星，生日快乐，很好很好，一样要做我们来挺的应援动作，来喽，欢迎我们一家人一起来到现场来挺勇士，很好。
Busly 球迷 ，Oh my basketball 是我本人在 Ivy Bar 学英文吧，教你篮球的英文术语。欢迎大家点资讯栏的链接一起学习。Byron Mullins on camera again. Speaking of Byron Mullins, tomorrow a couple of Plus League games on the calendar. Dreamers at Lioneers, and here as Johnson with a and-1 finish. We'll go to the line. The Kings, back from Cebu, play the Braves. Nice feed by Selden, and not much the Pilots can do. So you can say a good set play by the Braves to get this possible miracle comeback going, but Johnson has not found the mark from the line. The Pilots are doing interesting cross-screening between Washburn and Brown. Top of the arc, a clink from Alec Brown. Setting very different screen angles as opposed to when a local might screen for Washburn. CJ feeling it, swishes that one. So that's a 5-point run for the Braves. Johnson now up to 10 points. Going backdoor, Justin's got the ankle, hanging in the air and laying it in softly. Wu Junxiang, not out of a high school basketball powerhouse. P.LEAGUE also. He's forced into a tough fadeaway. Chance for the Pilots to run. Ethan, the tip of the spear. Back to Justin. Great spacing by the Pilots, but it's off, and look what I found. We're here in the fourth quarter. Justin trying to hang on to it, but turns it over. He's another early shot. Really not been his night as Selden is fouled at the basket. A little extracurriculars going on. Looks like Brown and Selden are at odds. Looks like there's a little bit for the referees to sort out here. Certainly want to cool down the temperature of this one. Getting a look at the play that was going on there, and it's Johnson also pushing in the back. Not the first time Chris Johnson has gotten into some mess on the floor. He's trying to get the slip pass, but right now a slippery floor out there. Johnson going baseline, swinging it around, overshoots it. Whistle coming from the back. Johnson's third personal. Not a real good spot for it. Certainly in danger of an area of an unsportsmanlike. Down to Washburn. Slip pass back to Washburn. Trying to beat two with the left hand, got it through. Good patience by Jason Washburn there. Kind of thought that Brendan Smart's help defense kind of swallowed that play up. Selden guarded by Justin. Johnson shooting it over Ethan. Justin, good physicality, but no, a little bit right to the chest. I would say pretty decent play, maybe just a little unlucky there with the timing and the balance of weight. Indeed, Selden had that ground for himself. Fifth foul by Justin. And it looks like he might be teed up for kicking the chair, but they could give it to him as he's on the bench.
Come on. Be fair. 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 Hey, sit. You say them to sit and they sit. What are you? What? What? They sit.
Might be some extras going on the Pilots bench.
We didn't say anything. No.
Coach, he didn't say nothing.
I know.
He didn't say nothing. No, he did not.
She told us. Hey, she told us sit. Everybody sit and call a take. Everybody sit.
Seems like something the crew chief might want to consult with the referee.
No, he did. You were there, so you don't hear here and you hear there. No. They didn't say anything.
Yet a missed free throw by the Braves. It's almost like they don't want to get back into this one. So back to the action if we can get to it. Selden through a wall of pilots. Sure getting his. Jackie leaves them all behind. Looks like they'll count it. Oop-de-doop the entire building out of that one. And I think that might be the first time I said oop-de-doop on air. Looking for that pass. Selden indeed reaching in there for a foul. And a three-point play. As I said, fresh into the game, but off target. Hand off, Jackie to Washburn. Trying to slide his way to a layup there. He's trying to find the mark. Meeks didn't even offer a challenge. Number 12 was pretty ice cold up into this point of the game. Braves have a little bit of life right now. Seven points on 3 of 10 shooting. Beast at home on the season, averaging 49 from beyond the arc, only 21. Taoyuan missing. That time Beast came over with the help. And dribbles. Oh no, a defensive foul. A blocking foul. Meeks maybe just a quarter step too forward. Turner will come in for some fresh legs on the Pilot side. DJ dribbling right to his patented right hook, and Meeks coming back for the board. Good stop for the Pilots, but we need to at least trade baskets with the Braves if the scoring's going to get picked up in this one. Oop to Meeks, who makes a great adjustment and flips it over Selden. Not much number 4 can do down there. A little bit of front court pressure by Jackie again. Selden's listed at 196 centimeters, or about 6'5". More Pilots front court pressure, but it's soft. So up by 15. Beast going to his back between the legs. And a hard foul against crashing into Washburn. Big time excuse me on that one. Thankfully Washburn is back on his feet. Beast with an apology there. Thankfully Washburn had whiplash but didn't hit the hardwood with his head. Definitely has not been the January MVP's night here. Washburn will stay in the game. Little burn clock offense by the Pilots. Jackie going to the runner with the right hand. Jia Kong has sure been a confident player this season. Now 11 points on his night. Zaitsev dribbling into some trouble and a turnover. More reliable Zaitsev, 13 points, 13 rebounds, but not a prudent move there. Stevo's in to guard Sean, finds himself open and butter. By that sound, it's the Braves taking their last timeout, full timeout of the game. Might have some other stuff to clean up call-wise, but the boys in orange back up by 20 on the game. Better have your fire blankets and fire extinguishers ready. Taoyuan coming alive here at Heping Gymnasium. Right now, 17 points on 5 of 7 three-point shooting. We won't mention he's 0 for 3 from 2. So during the move to the bench, looks like Wayne Selden Jr. got himself a technical. And Washburn plays a little one-man catch there with the basket. Back on defense are the Pilots. Taoyuan having a swell night on the floor. Looking up at the box scores for the season. It's a nice rifle pass. This time the recipient is Zaitsev. Selden again delivering the mail. Taoyuan's previous high this season was 16 points against the Kings in Xingzhuang. Taoyuan stepping through, putting it up. Gave it a good shot, but Zaitsev knocks it out of bounds. Kind of unpacking the struggles of the Braves. Just a few days ago during the week, say goodbye to a couple of import bigs. Only one game, Curran Maker, and 7 games played, Justin Patton. But they've replaced him with fans might be kind of familiar with. As Jet goes through some dangerous dribbling, gets to the layup. A coast-to-coast score. He took a hit on that play. Numbers for the Pilots if they hurry. Well, Prince Ibe, the 29-year-old center, has Washburn a bucket there with the fadeaway. He's born in London, England, the second such Plus League import after Caval Bigby Williams, previously with the Steelers. Jet getting to his mid-range. Really likes that range. Had a career with the B-League, the PBA most recently, so fans might have seen him play against the Braves in the East Asia Super League, then with the DEA and the Hero Bears here in Taiwan. Decent feed, and Meeks gets the finish. Justin with the assist. Well, previously the Braves have seen a lot of turnover in their imports. Selden in a bad spot, flings up a pass. Getting to Smart, to Steve-O right corner. And Steve-O getting back on the scoring train. Well, the Braves have had Bearfield, Braun, who they've said goodbye to back on January 4th. Steven Zimmerman back on January 24th. Singletary, of course, to injury. And most recently, the two we just mentioned. From the right corner, Taoyuan would have been a nice dribble move step back. This way, the Braves have surpassed the Steelers last season, who had 5 imports, they think. The easy fast break lay-in. Taoyuan gets a score in the short span of about 10 seconds. Now, the Steelers did have 6, if you count an import that they actually cut in the preseason. Staying with the Braves as Selden was trying to make a move. And, you know, it's kind of crazy to think so much turnover, as in the Braves' history, they've only said thank you to 2 imports during the season. Season 2, Samuel Degara, and season 3, Perry Jones. Selden adds with a deep ball. With new import rules and certainly age and injury getting into the equation, and a lot more turnover. Jason Washburn is a bingo. For a Pilots team that seriously struggled, as Selden, beautiful no-look pass. He's really got a great eye and great feeds to the scores inside. Look out for that in the future games by the Braves. Justin trying to dribble out of trouble. Strong move by Ethan, and Jason Washburn from about 18 feet. 2 minutes to go in this one, but it looks like the Pilots get their first victory here in the Braves' home stadium. Here, Zaitsev and Jason Washburn have been the 2 imports in every game so far of this season series. Taoyuan with 5 seconds on the shot clock, trying to recreate that 30-foot magic as we're in our emptying the bench phase of the game. Here's the national team center between Lington and Shiezono, who actually got the starts. Don't forget, number 11, Ling Junji of the Dreamers. One of members of other undersized point guard shooting guards. Guan Dayo, is it? Not had a great shooting season so far, really in there for defense and pace, but he's joined the scoring fun. Showing off the hops, or maybe just the big body. Had an ankle injury in the Philippines. Everyone definitely thought it was too bad he couldn't get right back into Plus League action, as Brown, he'll answer with his own make shot. High degree of difficulty, Steve-O. Now that is the definition of railing a 3. So with this loss and with the victory respectively, the Pilots will move to 13 wins, 11 losses. The Braves will drop to 11 wins, 13 losses, and down to 1 game behind the Lioneers for that crucial 4th playoff spot. Only 4 teams make the Plus League playoffs out of 6. I guess you could say only 2 teams missed the playoffs. I think definitely nobody really wants to see the Dreamers in the first round. So there's a lot of ball to be played and a lot to be figured out in the standings. So Justin, a little ambush there by the referee's pass. Sinks the free throw anyways. We're just trying to put the finishing touches on this one. Looking at the box score, the Pilots have 5 players score in double digits, 9 players overall get in the scoring column, but most importantly, the victory here on the road. Very important to have the head-to-head advantage in the season series. Meanwhile, on the Brave side, eventually Wayne Selden Jr. leads them in scoring, 21 points, 7 real nice dimes. Here, Zaitsev led them with 15 rebounds. Jason Washburn led the Pilots with 22 points and 10 rebounds. Meeks led them in boards. And the Pilots' good news continues as number 30, Bioton, back into action. Pretty decent game for him in 26 minutes. Lington in very short action, got to make it onto the floor. There you see the good buds of Ethan and TJ. They were roommates in the very first and maybe only a Plus League's off-season squad of the Rising Stars back in 2022 for the interleague organized by the Chinese Taipei Basketball Association. Washburn looking for some fans to high-five and knuckle with as Zhou Yishang gets set up on the headset. Asked about his three-point range getting longer and longer.
其实在前几场我的投篮的就是出手的感觉都还蛮不错。那相对到今天，我觉得还是保持一模一样的东西吧。然后，其实，在赛前的时候，我们就觉得说，这一场球，在和平馆我们都没有赢过。那这赛季嘛，那今天大家觉得说，把这些不可能变成可能的事情，对啊。
Sean saying that his touch from the outside with that shot has been getting better and better, and they very much made it a point to try to get their first victory here at Heping. Now asked about the defensive effort for the Pilots.
因为在上一周对台中的时候，梦想家的时候，那我们有回去看影片的嘛，然后我们自己也出在就是防守上面有出很大的问题。那从这礼拜的开始修正，然后到这一场，我觉得大家都有在去改进吧，对。
Zhou Yishang saying, watching the film for the Dreamers game, they identified the problems and made some of the fixes. Now asked about the message from the Pilots players to the
我觉得我们要一步一步来吧，对啊。然后因为还有几场球，那我们不如拼拼看看有没有就是季后赛之类的，对啊。
And Zhou Yishang acknowledging that the squad's goal is to get it to the playoffs, and they've took a pretty important step here. They did get the victory, 113-92, as we head to a break before wrapping things up on the broadcast. So the first game of the back-to-back for the Braves is a big loss to the Taoyuan Pauian Pilots. Coming up with tomorrow's first game is the Formosa Dreamers on the road against the Hsinchu Topless Lioneers. That'll start at 2:30. And here will be the New Taipei Kings. Talking to their coaching staff and their players, they definitely kind of had a change of heart, change of attitude before going to Cebu and really showed it on the floor. So we hope they can show it off on the floor. We hope the Braves can also get a little bit of a wake-up call. In the second and third quarter, they had themselves down 12 points in the second and 7 points in the third for a net minus 19 in the middle part of the game, making that comeback in the fourth real difficult, where they also fell down 32 to 28. So the Braves, despite having the week off, will need to keep going to the drawing board. So on behalf of our broadcasters on the Mandarin broadcast and our partners here in the Plus League, our 6 teams in the league office, I've been Ryan Chen. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one.
野兽